reps propose mandatory electronic transmission of poll results. Have been. So the members of the House of Representatives have tried now, or is it the Senate? Representatives, okay, to ensure that the transmission of electronic votes electronically is mandatory. Will INEC agree? What happened last time? Was it not mandatory? They went and shut down the portal and said there were glitches so that they could switch to manual. These people are criminals. All the laws are there in Nigeria. They won't let it work because of their selfish interest. So the Nigerian House of Representatives on Wednesday passed the Electoral Act 2022 Amendment Bill for second reading, brightening the prospect for making electronic transmission of votes results mandatory to minimize fraud in the nation's electoral process. The bill seeks to revisit the controversial election transmission of results that was rejected during the last review. So the House on Wednesday debated the general principle of the bill and passed it for second reading. A bill for an act to amend the Electoral Act 2022 and for related matters is sponsored by the member representing Ughelli North, Ughelli South, Udu Federal Constituency of Delta State, Honorable Francis Huaive. So the bill seeks to amend selected sections of the current Electoral Act to provide for the re-registration of voters, same-day elections, electronic transmission of results, as well as punishment for frivolous election petitions. So, debating the general principles of the bill on the floor of the Green Chamber, Honorable Wivey lamented the gaps in the current Electoral Act 2022, noting that an amendment of the law to pave the way for the electronic transmission of election results would help the nation's democracy. So the lawmaker also argued that a review of the voter registration or voter register every 10 years will be a good starting point. Exactly. So the proposed legislation seeks to amend Section 10 of the Principal Act by providing for a new subsection 3 that, without prejudice to the provisions of this section and subject subsection 2, every 10 years the Commission shall carry out a registration exercise, a re-registration exercise of all eligible voters in preparation for next general election. So in addition, Section 28, subsection 1 of the Principal Act is amended by adding a new paragraph C as follows. Subject to paragraph A of this section, and without prejudice to other sections of this Act, election into the office of the President, National Assembly, State Governors, and State House of Assemblies shall be conducted on the same day. So further, Section 47 of the Principal Act is amended by inserting a new subsection 3, and this current subsection 3 now becomes subsection 4 as follows: where the process of accreditations specified in subsection 2 above fails, such a voter is automatically disqualified from voting, and that is to say, no accreditation, no voting. So more so, Section 60, subsection 5 of the Principal Act is amended by inserting the word transmit after transfer and also the word electronically at the end of the subsection, that the presiding officer shall transfer and or transmit the results, including total number of accredited voters and the results of the ballot electronically. So the lawmakers also amended Section 130, subsection 2 of the Principal Act, providing a new subsection, subsection 2. Okay, while the previous subsection 2 becomes subsection 3 as follows. Notwithstanding the provisions of the subsection 1 above, any person who presents a frivolous petition to the tribunal shall be liable to pay a huge fine to the respondent if the court so determines the petition to be frivolous and a waste of time. Now they want to discourage people going to court. That is what it means. Of course, there's even the going to the court itself is of no use because the outcome is always in favor of the ruling party, which is actually a very bad one, not a very good one at all. Okay. And some people are already making comment on this move made by the House of Reps. And some of the Supreme Court will later say it doesn't matter. Of course, I don't start again to deceive people to vote in 2027. We are tired. Our vote don't count. That's so now. That was what they did after Buhari signed the Electoral Act of 2022, and Mahmoud Yakubu promised heaven and earth to home and abroad that they will follow it. They just broke people's heart along the line. And I say tomorrow another person will throw it into dust, being people. Another round of money laundering. They did it before. Last election, Mahmoud INEC, a witness as a permanent INEC chairman. Yes, now. I'm a smart, Okay, I don't think that the Election Act or Electoral Act is the solution because at the end of the day, the Supreme Court will tell you that it is not in Constitution, and also that Constitution empowers INEC to conduct elections the way they like. Since Constitution supersedes the Electoral Act, they should first amend the Constitution and remove that paragraph that says that INEC has power to conduct election the way they like, and also that they must adhere to the Electoral Act. So when they do this, then they can amend the Electoral Act and will be valid. Wow. Shameless idiots, continue deceiving yourselves. Okay? One day it will consume una and your generation unborn criminals. Reps, I beg you people don't relent in this matter. I beg. Can you imagine? So that is exactly what is happening. The Nigerian House of Representative members have now passed the second reading of that Electoral Act amendment so that all election results or ballots must be transmitted and transferred electronically online, of course using the BVS machine, straight to the IREV portal, which is INEC portal at Abuja. So that is exactly what is happening there. They have done that second reading. So I don't know how many reading more that we needed before the bill is passed into law, but that is what they are saying. So, and already Nigerians, all of this happened during Buhari time in 2022. Nigerians got prepared to vote, not knowing that it was just abracadabra. They still did the election the way they wanted. So thank you for listening. Let's have a comment over this Electoral Act that is undergoing reading at the State House, at the House of Reps in Abuja. So thank you for listening. Let's have your comment.